All right, welcome to another episode of Nard Knows. And of course, I'm your host, Leonard Davis Jr. And in this episode, we got the Devin Hester of the European League of Football. And that's just my perspective. But you look at the stats and you tell me yourself, Devin Burrell, all-time return leader. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, 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 man. Just staying in Poland is working out right now. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. And you're also a safety cornerback. Got to put that in there too. You get pick sixes as
Yeah.
well, just as much as you return touchdowns in the kick return, punt return world.
Yes,
But
sir.
you just got to Poland, man. How has the transition been back, getting things back acclimated with the season? Still a bit more time before the season start.
Yeah, it's been good getting acclimated right now. It's a little chilly out here, but we fight through it. Get to the gym early in the morning. There's some field work every other day or like every day, depending on how I'm feeling as far as my body and everything right now. So we got a couple more months until we start camp with the team. We all just getting accustomed to each other, learning each other. Got a little couple group chats going, so when we able to work out, just trying to put that work in, man.
Bro, you're a two-time All-Star, two-time Special Teams Player of the Year from 2003 to 2024. You got a
Yeah,
bunch of records, 11 total touchdowns, kick return touchdowns in the past 2 years, seven in one season, bro.
yeah.
How long did it take for you to build that confidence up coming from Las Vegas to Poland and then all the other stops previously that you had from Milano as well?
Man, it took me. I think after I left my division two, so things don't turn out the way you wanted, and you feeling like you feel left out, and everybody gonna forget about your name and things like that. So I felt like I had to turn it up and turn it on once I got to Europe and was able to go to the GFL. I was in Allgäu, and then after Allgäu, I got into Leipzig, and I don't know if you heard about that. What turned out there was with the team with the turmoil and stuff like that. It actually like our team got terminated that year, but when I was in Leipzig, my boy Steve McShane, I'm not sure if you know about him. I forgot where he played at. He played somewhere in the Western something. They purple and gold somewhere. I forgot what they call golden. The next something next or something like that. He played there, but he actually taught me how to catch the punts because I was coming there to return anyways. But like as far as like my confidence catching the ball, that's when I really got it. He was just let me know everything, which way the wind blowing and everything like that, to know when I got to catch the ball, if it's gonna have to come down at an angle this way to stay on this side, just little stuff like that. But once he showed me that, it was over, bro. Honestly, because once I got comfortable catching the ball, I always could run the ball. I played running back when I was little, so a lot of people don't know that. So it just, I don't know, just started clicking right back in again. I was able to make the cuts, catch the ball. Once you catch the ball, that's the first thing. And then once I got to Milan after Leipzig terminated, man, I just turned up. Like those guys really want the block for me there. Like, I don't know why. Like it'd be like I'm the 11th guy. It'd be like 10 guys coming up to me like, Dad, come this way. Dad, come this way. Like so once they started doing that and they gave me the confidence and they seen the type of player I was, and when I got there, it just made it 10 times better, honestly.
And you hit the hit it right on the nail. You need blockers to do anything in this game, but especially in the return punt return game where a lot
That's
of
boy.
guys don't take pride in being a gunner or being the guy that has to block. Like how important was that, man? Like I know that kind of blew my mind just hearing that people was like amped about blocking.
Yeah, I think it blew my mind too, because as far as like everybody them did get on special teams like you feel me like, but as far as they see me how hard I be working and they like if I touch the ball like 50% I touch the ball I'm probably gonna score. So all I need is one or two blocks. So if everybody blocking and I'm the type of teammate to have everybody like back all the time and this I encourage everybody so that's like a big thing like. A lot of people coming to me and see what I can do. I'm like, bro, you can do it too. Like, and they be like just looking at me like, you think so? I'm like, yeah, like you want to do it, just do it. And that's all I do. I said, I just do it. And that's what I be telling them. So with the blocking, bro, it's key, bro. Like that's the main thing. If I didn't have him, I wouldn't be who I am. Honestly, I wouldn't have these trophies in my living room, nothing like that. So that's really what it's about.
Like I said, you're the all-time return leader, man. 2,700 yards return, eight kick return touchdowns, and three punt returns for a
Yeah.
touchdown. What was clicking last season? Was it more of the same, with the World Claw Panthers? And you signed that extension. Now that's, kind of a home team for you now. That's like it's family
Yeah.
now. What is it about this team that got you amped for this following season?
What's got me after this follow season is really playing with, AJ Whitman is. I don't know if you sure. I'm sure you know about
Linebacker.
him.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's my boy. So, we just want to go at everybody right now as far as like, so, we got a lot of stuff when people want to like, they want to team up and everything and stuff like that. But a lot of people not really serious about coming to Poland. So, you feel me? We just go at everybody now. That's basically our thing because it's like, y'all want to play with us, y'all don't want to play with us. All right, we're gonna go at you. You feel me? That's our mindset now. So coming back here, especially with Coach Cool, man, I don't know if you're familiar with him either. He coached at Alabama, coached at Toledo, coached at who did he coach at in the he coached at Toledo, Alabama, Mizzou. He kind of coached at Mizzou as well. And just being around him, man, that's just it really he getting the right people around us, and as far as him and the coaching and the way he like, he'll get at you sometimes as far as like, but just to get under your skin a little bit just to make you play better. But it's
Hmm.
nothing to the point to where it's like you don't want to play for him no more. But it's like the things you need as a player to like get up and get going. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So that's the best thing. That's the main thing with me as a coach, bro. Because if the way the team gonna play and the way everything gonna go in the following season is being the coach, quarterback, defense, or the defense gonna play good, but the coach right here. So the
Hmm.
master got controlling everything about to go. So I wouldn't even be here if I didn't trust him, honestly.
And we all had dreams to go to the NFL, but now you're starting to see that NFL starting to transition over to the European League of Football. You got
Yeah,
former NFL coaches. Jack Del Rio just became the coach for the Paris Musketeers. Tom Tasula,
it's crazy.
and a lot of guys that people don't even know that has NFL experience. You know, the league has grown so much since, especially since
Yeah.
I started following it, but even more so when you enter the league. What is it like from the inside looking out?
From the inside looking out. Like for me, as I'm seeing from the league getting bigger and stuff like that, I just stand on what I'm doing. That's the main thing. So they can see that I'm trying to be the best over here, learning all these new coaches and stuff like that. Especially when Jack Del Rio coming over, it's just like it's growing. Like insights, like people back home, like, bro, like they calling me like Jack Del Rio, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, yeah, like he is. Like I'm like, dang, and then they just telling me as far as business aspect and as far as like sponsors and everything coming in, as far as me, like we talked about, being more of a showman and stuff like that, so I can show that I can be the face of the league and stuff like that. So from the inside. It's a lot of things everybody gonna want to, gonna want a lot of things from that. That's where it's coming from the inside. If you want to be honest, everybody gonna want something to come from that. All these coaches, new coaches coming. Maybe you want. I'm thinking, on the inside, are the salaries gonna raise because, I'm gonna just keep doing my thing as far as that. And if that happened, then, it's on from there.
And a lot of those athletes who might be too prideful to go overseas,
Yeah,
they should have jumped on the wagon before all eyes are
exactly.
starting to transition over to the European League of Football and the Canada Football League. I mean, the
Yeah,
NFL, NFL is still head and shoulders above like every other sport in America, but
exactly.
a lot of us are starting to hate seeing the Chiefs get these wins that
Right. Yeah.
you know what I mean, like, and it's starting to become boring even for me. I'm like, I already know the Chiefs about to win a Super Bowl. It's already you can already see
Yeah.
it, you know,
Mhm.
so like but for you, now that you're well distinguished in the ELF, what keeps you motivated, man? What keeps you grounded in the time where you could definitely be arrogant?
Man, it keeps me motivated, grounded out here as far. It's knowing like this not it. That keeps you humble and motivated because you can't do this forever. So that keep me motivated for one. I'm knowing I gotta find something to do after this, and if I'm gonna be in like a position that you in right now, or if I want to take the route to as far as a lot of athletes doing clothing and stuff like that. Just that's what keep me really grounded, knowing I'm gonna have to find my way after this. And really, my parents, my mom out at home, man, they your family and everything, they see me, they see the highlights, they see when I do something bad as well. So as far as me being good and being great, it's like as far as it come a lot from them too, the courage and the things they putting into me. So they want to see me do good. So that's what keep me grounded, out of trouble, and just being a good athlete, being confident. And that it take a lot. It take a lot to be humble still because you see a lot of people at home not doing what you're doing. So when you go home and it's not the same no more, but it's like you know what you're doing and what you gotta do when you get to where you're going. So that's really the basic thing to me.
Now let's take it back to the home front, man. You're from Las Vegas,
Yeah.
and you grew up in Las Vegas. What was that
Yeah.
like growing up in Las Vegas, where when everyone thinks of Las Vegas, they think of the Strip?
Man, it was cool, honestly, because I was born in California. I grew up out there in Long Beach area, and we ended up moving to Las Vegas. It's very different. It's different, but it's not the strip for sure. Everybody think it's the strip, and I'm like, nah. We got houses, we got townhouses, we got a suburb, we got over here, we got their ghetto. It's everything is out there, but mainly everybody think it's the strip. But as far as like everybody having a family out there, people don't think people grow up out there. They think it's like, they call it like desert people. Like they be like them desert people. Like as
Hmm.
far as growing up in Las Vegas, it's different, but it's cool though. It's a lot of different cultures, man. Like that's what really helped me from out there. You're gonna have there's people from Mississippi, people from Detroit, people from Cleveland, people from California, people from Arizona, Texas, all and it's like one big melting pot. So that helped me out a lot being out there.
And then, talk about the transition going from a familiar place in the States, not just Las Vegas, but then you're all the way over to Poland and then all those other stops before you got to Poland,
Yeah.
Milan, like talk about that transition. Like that's a big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, so I flew from Vegas to when I first came to Allgäu. Allgäu was different. So in Allgäu, it was like an hour away from Munich. I know you heard of Munich, Germany.
Hmm.
It's like more in the mountains and stuff like that. So the people down there, like in Germany, you hear they speak like different type of dialects of German. So this German don't sound like this German, that German don't sound like that German. But that was like the best experience. Like in that house we lived in, I lived with I know you run the running back from he just signed with Stuttgart, Tomiwa. It was
Hmm.
me. It was him. This kid named DJ Harvey with the Mount Union. It was Kenyatta Allen. It was Mario Wakocha. He played for Potsdam the past year. Kenyatta played for Ken. He played for Leipzig with me, and he played for Stuttgart.
Hmm.
So we was all in that house together. We played on that team in the Commerce, and when we got there, bro, workout, 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 bro. That's all we did. Even on our off days and stuff like that, because out here in Europe, we practice 3 days a week, 2, 3 days a week. So
Hmm.
even on our off days, we just, we all found a groove and just kept going. That's how we ended up beating New Yorker that year in the playoffs. Like that was probably one of my best games ever. Like, feel me, especially to come pro and be one game away from the Super Bowl. That felt good. We just was losing the sweat to Shaw. You know them. They
Hmm.
got some good players. And then my second year, I came back. I'm going to Leipzig. That's when I got picked up by Coach Booker, and me and Kenyatta start be playing on the same team again. And out there, everything was cool, bro. Honestly, that's a good city for a team. I was pretty like down that the team got terminated as far as going bankrupt and stuff like that. But it was a good experience, man. We was like I think it was 2-3 before or 3-2 before it terminated. So we was trying to go on a run after that. We was there with Steve McShane too. We was there with him too. So and then after Milan, after that terminated, I think I was at home in Leipzig, but for like 2 weeks, I'm going like, bruh, going, cause we didn't, might as well not got paid and stuff like that and everything. And it was like, I'm just sitting down like for 2 weeks straight, like worrying about if I'm about to go home or about to get another job or something like that. So I think in America, I think he ended up like getting hurt over there at Milan. So now, and AJ put me on with my boy Luke. Luke, the quarterback, he played for Milan. He played for Frankfurt last year. I think he back in the IFL, Italian Football League. So he told bro about me. Then he was like, yeah, he a playmaker. Boom, and that's how I got over there to Milan with Luke. And as far as in Milan, really like, bro, they brought my game out. They seen what I can do. They put me on offense and defense. I'm running the reverses. They throwing me the passes. I forgot the OC that was there this year, but bro, he loved me. Like he's an American college coach too, and I just like the way he ran his offense. Like I just love the way he ran his offense. I loved it for sure. And over there, Milan was man. It's Milan, man. Like
Hmm.
we know Milan, how we coming from. Everybody in the States want to go to Italy. They always talk about Milan. This is exactly how we can expect it is gonna be, bro. Like as far as everything with the nightlife and being around the fashion and being around in the stores, being around in churches, bro. The church is huge. I seen you feel me, Lake Como. I'm seeing stuff, bro, I ain't never seen before. So that was just an experience in itself. I think that made me play better because I'm somewhere and I'm not out here just in a regular, like a normal, like a college city that's listed a town. Like I'm out here in a different country. I'm in Italy, Milan, Italy. I'm living here, moving around, doing that on the subways and stuff like that, just seeing the city, bro. It was different. Thankful for that for sure. And then when I came to Poland, it was cool, bro. Poland, it's different as far as like the currency. That's the best thing to me, bro. It's not that expensive to live here. you're not about to be spinning an arm and a leg on that. So it's easier for me to save. That's a big thing about Poland. And the people chill, especially coming here, seeing the people from the stadium and seeing the team and how the organization. I never thought an organization would be like this. So basically, here we got they got the kids flag football, they got girls softball, they got lacrosse, they got stuff like that. So it's like a real academy here. Like, so if you were to come here and see our come into our thing, it's an academy. It's field, baseball field. It's the football field. It's a school. So coming here, I knew it was gonna be all about sports and being about the getting better and stuff like that. So that's what really got me here in Poland, especially with the coach. And once I seen all the fields they had, I'm like, I could work out every day, all day, anywhere I want to. So
Mhm.
that's what really got me. It's like a college campus, bro. Like it's really an academy up here.
Who would have thought that, overseas football was so huge? I mean, that's the one thing I do hate about being in the States. You don't really know other countries and how
Yes.
similar and honestly the same we really are. It's just we speak different languages and different cultures and different food. But, was that
Yeah.
shocking to see like, wow, like these people love football?
Yeah, no. It was shocking because especially in Algood, like in Germany, so like because they were smaller team, GFL, they got GFL 3-2. I'm like three, and you seeing this in different countries and different towns, and I'm like, bro, like they really love football here, and they put in their heart and soul into it, and trying to be somebody still, even though you feel me. As far as us in the states, we ain't playing on the top team. A lot of kids don't want to play no more. A lot of kids don't want to be seen losing stuff
Mhm.
like that. They rather not play at all, but with the way they love football, what really surprised me was Swaber Shaw, bro. Like when I first played a game there and the fans with the horns and everything, I'm like, okay, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, they really play it over here. And New Yorker had a good fan base on the GFL. And when I first came out here, I went to an ELF game. It was Vienna versus Tyrol. So that's when I really seen it. I'm like, okay. And I seen the Tyrol team, they had all the face paint and stuff like that, looking like the Raiders like back in America.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, okay, like it's really getting big out here. I didn't know at all, honestly, at
Mhm.
all. And then it was just surprising, but it was a culture shock. But as far as us loving football and stuff like that, we want to see them get more into it out here in Europe because the game growing. We playing in these soccer stadiums, we can fill them up, and it just make everything that much better.
Man, tell me, what are some of your top two favorite plays that you remember?
My top two favorite plays I remember. My favorite play, it gotta be it got to be one from my first. It might have been my first that punt return versus Stuttgart. I think I went back and forth like four times, and I ended up scoring on them. And I think it might have, yeah, it was both in Milan, honestly. Like my first return in Leipzig was cool, and then my other return in Milan, my first one, I returned the touchdown, first play, first snap, first game I played for them in Switzerland. So I think the reporter was talking about it too. He's like, you feel me? As far as me being the best returner, he like, yeah, Devin Burrell's about to do this and this. He's the best returner. Milan never had a good return game at all. Boom. First kick, boom. I bust to the right, hit up the sideline. I start celebrating at at the 50. I swear I start celebrating at the 50, start holding up the one. Get on. I'm getting on with homies when we start dancing and everything, bruh. And I'm telling you that was probably the best play, honestly. Because it's first snap, first, everybody trying to see what I'm about to do. I just got here. Everybody trying to see what I'm about to do. I'm like, all right. And I'm telling my boy Diego, he like my boy now. He played linebacker there. And I'm
Mhm.
looking at him, I'm like, man, Helvetti, they saw that they weak. Like, he like, yeah, all right. Like, he messed with me, but he not messing with me yet. I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, I said, bro, I'm about to kill them. Like, watch. He like, yeah, all right, Dev. Like, he never seen me play. So he's like, all right, we're gonna see. Boom, bust the first play. It was over after that. It was over, bro.
Crazy, bro. Crazy, man. What goes on your mind when you find, because like it's exhilarating, but like what are you thinking once you get past, all the traffic that it takes to get in the end zone and you realize I'm in the clear.
As far as my eyes, and I've looked at one of the pictures when I be running stuff, like eyes be like boom, like. But once I get in the clear and stuff like that, it's just finishing, bro. You be feeling it, like it feel like I don't know, ghost chasing you. Somebody it just feel like somebody on your back, so you gotta just finish the run. That's what I really be feeling like you just gotta go finish, man. I don't know if you could really explain it to be honest. I ain't never been asked that question for what I felt like when I break free. I know what I felt like when I catch that ball. But once you break free, man, ain't nothing like it. Really feel like, yeah, like an angel, like wings on your back. Like, yeah, it's time. Like it's the end zone look bigger, the
Mhm.
end zone clear. It looked like a finish line, bro. You know, Sonic. You used to play Sonic with the rings. You know, you finna, bro. That's what it feels like. Like that's what it feel like. I feel like you just uh running through an imaginary line. Like game over. Like that's exactly what it feels like.
And what does it feel like when you actually corral the ball and it's secure? Because that's where a lot of dudes mess up.
Man, as far as that, I can make sure I catch that ball. That the first thing I do is make sure because I didn't drop the cover. I didn't the two returns I dropped. I scored on them though. I
Mhm.
dropped it, boom, picked it up and scored. But the main thing, right when I catch that ball, the feeling right when you catch it is go. Like I didn't had a couple times where I didn't play it around and somebody came down and stuck me. So right now I just go. And as far as setting everybody up and stuff like that, it's set up itself. Honestly, when I find the holes and stuff like that, like my grandma always told me, like, I mean, I see it before it happens. So she told me, you feel me? I got eagle eyes, like she feel me, some spiritual stuff. You know how grandmas be stuff like that. She's like, you
Mhm.
see it before it happens, and I just go. So
Mhm.
that's really what it is, bro. I just see it. Honestly, I see it. Right now, I catch the ball, I see it, and I just go. And then,
Mhm.
yeah, it's like a gift, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even describe it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah,
And I mean, and we've been talking so much about special team skills. Like, dude, you still covering the number one receiver,
yeah,
and then also playing safety when needed. So cornerback safety. I mean, when you catch a pick six, it got to be pretty familiar when you get the ball in
yeah.
your hands.
Yeah, it's the same thing, same feeling. It's honestly easier because you going against you filming the five linemen, you find three people already probably downfield. You got who you got to beat. Got to beat the quarterback and the running back. Running back ain't tackling nobody in 7 8 years. Like you know what I mean? He might get feel a little spicy, but he don't know what he gonna do when he get there. So you might run around him, go score.
Mhm.
Same thing, bro. And
Okay.
playing safety and corner out here, I hope they start like seeing that more as somebody doing more than two things because it's harder. You know, a lot of guys get a lot. I get the credit too. I'm not saying I get the credit. I don't get the credit because I'm one special teams player of the year. But it's like as far as me doing both, a lot of guys, no one's doing both. Nobody. I don't know who's doing both like at the same level as me, honestly.
Mhm.
But I don't, I leave that for the league to talk about stuff like that. But as far as this year, me being, I told you, as far as me coming in back into being a showman, I want to take like my boy always been talking about, everybody can't be Batman. You know what I mean? Somebody got to take the Joker role. You be the Joker. You want this, you want that. You want to talk this way to them and be like this. And everybody don't want a Batman. Everybody don't want the Captain America. You know what I mean? Everybody want to see who the bad guy, who gonna come in and take this, or take the Rhine from whoever. I mean, what the Rhine fire they doing right now? Who gonna come and do it? Who gonna come in? They play in our league this year. The kids that came from Rhine. So that's what they're saying. They team, Jadrian and Tonga. So we play them second game of the season. So that's mainly the thing I'm looking forward to. I'm not looking past any Throners at all, but that's what I'm on right now. I'm looking forward to them, playing them and seeing how that go. Dethroning somebody. That's what we want to do here in Roselaw.
And you kind of alluded to my next question. I would want to know, who would you be looking forward to playing? Jadrian
Yeah,
and Tonga, they,
yeah,
they won back to back, and humble guys. I don't know if you know them personally, but
yeah, they are.
I know Jadrian very well. He's very humble. But who outside of those guys too? I mean, but who are you looking forward to playing?
Man, Vienna. Vienna in our league. They in our league now. Who else we play this year? Um, I think then Vienna in our league. We gotta play somebody and throw. I mean, you seen what Prague just did? Prague in our league. I'm I'm looking forward. Ain't no shortcuts, bro. That's what I'm on. This I'm looking forward to everybody. Everybody. I'm looking forward to everybody. And I ain't looking down on nobody. I'm looking forward to all of them. Every game because it's not going to be no cakewalk for nobody. So if they not bringing it. I'm bringing it. I don't know if they bringing it, but I'm finna bring it. And if they don't, then they don't. That's how I'm coming this year. I'm looking forward to everybody, bro. You got to because everybody gonna have a weapon. Everybody gonna have their A's. Everybody gonna try to get their A's the ball. That's what's going on. I'm with the A every snap, so I'm looking forward to everybody.
One more question, man. I appreciate you so much for your time, dude. As a leader on this team and an extinct and distinguished playmaker, what message do you have to your team to lead them and prepare them mentally, emotionally, spiritually in all these ways? So
Yeah,
that way you can come together as one and take out the opponents week by week.
man. As far as my team and being a leader, we just got to push through because we had a real run that last. I think the last 6 games we played went 4-2 after going like 3-4, 4-4, something like that, 5 and something. And man, we just gotta, finish games as a leader, finish games. And I'm not like the real rah rah leader, you know what I mean? Because I've never been like that. So as far as me, I don't want to have to get my team or yell at my team for a speech of none for us to be ready to play. It's just we got to be ready to play as far as us being man out here and putting everything on our back and showing who we are to our families and stuff like that. Especially for the European guys, it's really big for them as far as their families are here and everything. So, a lot of pride goes into this. Every team run out with their flags and stuff like that. So I know they feel it as well. It's like a pride thing. You're gonna gotta kick it in and get in the start and get in the gear so we can get going. As far as, everybody being accumulated, bro. It's man, as far as the leader, that's it, bro. This you and I gotta show myself. So as far as me going through the practice in the camp, I gotta, show myself I'm being A1 player from camp all the way until season. It's not no I come in here, I feel like an American, so I'm finna, be lackadaisical at practice. You feel me? It start with me and start with the leaders, Americans first, because we start playing football here first in America, and we come here and everybody looking up to us. They seeing what we gonna do, what we gonna do in practice. We gotta set the tone every day. So as far as us setting the tone every day, that gives the European guys on our team more confidence, give our imports more confidence. They seeing us do it, they gonna want to do it too. And that's the main thing as a leader, is leading by example. That's my thing. 'Cause I'm not a talker. I'm not a rowdy guy before the game or nothing like that. But I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. I'm gonna tell you, give you advice and everything like that. And I'm gonna pick you up with me. That's the main thing. It's really you got to take everybody with you. You can be a star player and do this and do that. It really matters with the morale of the team and how everybody feeling, especially towards the leaders, bro. Because we got to keep them up as far as bro enthusiasm and everything, and learning the way to talk to everybody because everybody don't communicate the same. You can't be yelling at everybody. A lot of people not gonna respond to certain ways. A lot of people want to lead, so you got to actually be a leader and know that, and know which way you can talk to certain guys, know which way you can talk to this guy, stuff like that. So that's the big thing here, especially with the communication and everything.
One more question, man. So throughout it all, you have a lot on your shoulders, from family to the teams that you play for, especially with Roar Claw. They have now a high expectation on you, because of what you've done. What keeps you sane? What keeps you in a sane? Like what works for you, man, that a lot of people may not know?
Um, as far as that, just well, a lot of things I do is I don't follow no social thing. Like during the season, as far as like socials with football and stuff like that, like I mainly get that out of my mind. I got a book every season. So as far as like seeing people doing better than me and things like that, and I might not make a play this week, and they made a play and it's on there. I don't want to watch it and stuff because it starts making me feel like a little down about myself. And that's how I keep going, knowing as far as if somebody's watching, and as far as like putting the work in and getting better, because somebody on the other team is probably working just as hard as you or even harder. You never know any time, and that's what really keep me going. And World Club having expectations on me and stuff like that. I don't think about it, but as far as as an athlete and how we are in America, like we think about it, but as far as like the expectations, you know what's at hand. You know what you came here to do. You know what's on the table. So the expectations is you put more on yourself than your team is, honestly, because they didn't gave you everything already. They paid you, they gave you the pass, they gave you the jersey, they gave you the pants. Expectations on you and what you gonna do as far as they already get their expectations already been given to you. They blessed you already. So the expectations on myself is just coming from myself mentally and what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna grow as a player and how I'm gonna grow with my coach, how I'm gonna grow with my DC, and how I can make everything better. There's a lot of things go on in practice, a lot of things go on, with the team and management and everything like that. It's just managing that and keeping a good attitude. That's about it, bro. Keeping a good attitude. That's what mainly keep me grounded and keep me here at Slaw. Keep me as far as being a player and being humble, like we talked about. Just your attitude, man. Making everything work for everybody.
Perfect, perfect, man. Well, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time out, man. The time
Got you, bro.
difference is crazy, man, but continue
Yeah,
to do great things, bro. Continue to lead by example, be the leader that you are, represent your
got you.
country name, and stay healthy, stay blessed, bro. I'm looking forward
For
to
sure, got you. Appreciate you, bro. You too, man.
God knows.